Okay, what we got going today, we had to get a jump start on it. So we thought we had a little bit of time, but we didn't. Actually, I got forgetting something already. So we got here, plumbers was dead on time like always, which we really enjoy. And then one of the reasons we had to be a little bit late, had to go get some sprinkles, donuts. And you know, plumbers will do a good job whether you bribe them or not, but hey, donuts never hurt anybody. So we got going today, 2 tanks going in. We got the low boy parked here. We parked this last night. Our goal today is to get this system in, and then we've got another tank replacement just on the other side of the woods over there. So plumbers is getting this pumped out right now. We got unloaded. Got the excavator in the back. And then just a couple small things to think through. We were gonna come in this way and get to the backyard, but once we saw the layout of the trees again, we decided to go in that way. And one of the main reasons, just stupid little things, but we can kind of hug that tree line. There's a little bit of a berm over there. So when we finish this out, the homeowner's not gonna have to look at it every single day they come out of the garage. Whereas this, it's basically every time they come home, they're gonna see it. That, they're really not gonna see as much. It's on the opposite side of the deck. And same thing. Instead of destroying this whole side, having them every time they're eating dinner, look at the yard that's not finished. It's kind of a pain to do that. So anyway, we switched over to the other side, so that way you know, this whole backyard over where they're at right now is going to get destroyed, but it'll be, I think, a little bit more out of sight as it grows back. So we're bringing in 1 load of topsoil, finish this off, make it look good. And then the tanks were pretty bad when we looked at them just a minute ago, but this one you can see the lid's breaking as we pulled it up, and this one's just kind of crumbly, but really thin in spots. But we're gonna get 2 new tanks right here, and Lee's gonna do everything he can to make this yard look really nice when he's done. Okay, we've got the first tank. So plumbers is leaving right now. First tank's crushed. We leave, so this is kind of the catch for us. Every tank system is different. So, well, one thing while he's doing this real quick, this is where that bucket comes in handy again, being able to turn that bucket around. He gets that packed in there really, really well. So this is what I was gonna say, the catch is for us. You have the septic tank. So in theory, really to do a septic tank brush to code, it just needs to be broken up and make it where it's not going to hold any liquid in our counties. So that's the biggest thing. It just can't hold liquid. It can't collapse on somebody. You got to fill them in. Some counties will have it where you want the bottom broke out, the whole thing done. Some don't. This one here, our goal is to always dig that pipe out. And normally we would scrape the top of the tank, hand dig, find the pipe, cut it, break this wall, and then reconnect the new pipe. But if we have a perfect scenario like this, the pipe is good, there's the wall that's still there, we'll leave that wall, because if you'll notice, I mean, we're only 1.5 feet off of the deck patio. It's good gravel. So we run the risk of this collapsing in on us. I'm sorry, I'm a kid. I like to always watch this stuff. But anyway, you run the risk of this wall collapsing and then creating an issue with their brand new deck that they got put together, and then you got issues with that. It's not worth all that. The safest thing for us to do a good job here is to leave that pipe right where it's at. It's got a little bit of dirt on it now, but get that cleaned off. And that's got enough pipe sticking out that we can put a nice 45 on there. And our goal with this one is to run the new 1,000-gallon tank that way, and then reconnect to the drain field over here. So we're gonna get all these walls busted in, get this filled in. And normally what you'd have to do in a situation like this, we always try to find the inlet pipe, and then we find the outlet pipe on the second tank. And normally you would take a laser out if you don't have the system inside your excavator, access both pipes, shoot grade, and see how many inches of fall you have between the first pipe and the second pipe. Inlet pipe, outlet pipe. There's our outlet baffle. You can see how badly corroded that one is. That one's really bad. You can see it's only inch thick maybe, right there on that lid. So anyway, what I'm talking about in the math is you'd shoot the top of that pipe, that one, figure out how many inches difference you have, and then you gotta run the numbers to make sure you're basically adding 6 foot from that inlet pipe to the inlet on the tank, and then you're going to be adding probably another 6 foot to come back over and reconnect. So 12 foot, I don't know what that, I'm horrible at math since I've got a calculator on my phone, so let's just type it in real quick. You got 12 foot, 1/4 inch. You're adding 3 more inches of fall. Yeah, just knock this wall down and then we'll find that pipe. So you're basically adding 3 inches. So you've got inlet pipe to outlet is 3 inches of fall in the tanks. So you got 3 inches, an inch in between the tank, and then 3 inches again. So no matter what, if this thing is run perfect, it's basically at 7 inches of fall. Now if we have more than that, that's awesome, because we need 7 inches of fall plus 3 inches extra to do this tank correctly. And if you don't do that absolutely perfect, you could end up deeper, which then you just got to make sure you know you're deeper, so you don't end up with that tank deeper than your drain field, which then would cause quite a few issues because it wouldn't drain out. So what we'll usually do, he's crushing the rest of this tank, we'll dig out the pipe, and then we'll just take the end con, tap that corner, and see what our difference is. Okay, we are got the pipe in here. I've got it covered just to hold it at the slope I want. This is my clean out. We add that every time. It's just a standard thing for me. I just think it's kind of common sense. If you don't have one, add one. So this cap, that cap will go on there like that. And I don't get into the debate on plumbers and excavators, whether you use a Y facing the house or a Y facing the tank and all that fun stuff. So I just put a heavy duty T in there. And the reason I put that in is really if you ever need to get this jetted, you can jet it either way. If you ever need a camera, you can get a camera to go either way. And I love it because if a customer calls me and says they have a backup, first thing I tell them to do is go open this cap up, or we'll come out open this. If this isn't full of sewage, then the backup isn't from the tank, it's from somewhere further into the house. So anyway, we got the tank all ready. This is kind of a mad dash one. What I was talking about earlier, this is really good gravel. I mean, it's just nothing but stone. Makes it good and bad, just keeps falling in on us. So it's like a mad dash. We got the tank sitting there ready to go, right in within reach. He's gonna get this graded, and we're gonna try to hurry up, get that tank in, get a hose in, get some water in it, start getting some spoils on top of it, hold it in place, and then we'll take our time backfilling it. But you'll see, like, that's about ready to fall. That whole side, this whole side collapsed a second ago. This is what I was saying earlier. You do not want to be really close to this deck, because if we were any closer, this whole section could still fall, but it hopefully will not impact the deck. So it's just one of those deals. You got to know your soils, and you want to have a pretty good idea what they are before you start digging. Because if it's clay, heck, if it's clay, you could dig right up to the deck. But with it being a really good gravel like this, there isn't any holding power there to, you know, stabilize it. So you really just want to dig a big wide hole and get it ready. So I'm gonna run up to the trailer, get the hose. That's the only thing we're waiting on. And then he's shooting grade right now. He's gonna do a nice quick drag, and then we'll hurry up, get that tank in, get some water. I was trying to get it over there. There we go. What? Yeah. I'd say let's hurry up and get the lid, put that on, and get some dirt in here just in case any of this picks out. I'll get the hose going.
Okay. I think she likes
Sounds like the timing's good. Sounds like,
yeah.
but Custer sounds like they're a good company too. Who knows? I mean, if she can make more money or even same money and not be as stressed.
Yeah, and work less.
I mean, I told her that a couple weeks ago when she was looking. I'm like, well, the catch is you can't expect to make the money you're making and not have stress.
Yeah.
Like, you want to know why you make the money you make? Because it's stressful. Good?
Yep. Yeah.
Yep. Darn it. Drop this sucker. Oh, suckers. I only got one sucker left. I had to hide it in my pocket so no one steals them.
Can't be wasting that.
Okay, so we've got our clean out. Got our pipe running to the tank.
Let me just hit that.
We've got this one partially covered. We've got water going in it. And then this one's partially backfilled. Got pipe going into that. We've got our baffle. I don't know if you can even see it. Yeah, there it is. And then on this one, we'll always put, this is always our standard. That's what we use on everything. It's a 6-inch. So this will go on to this one once we are done. So see, that's what happens when you got good teammates. When you fall, they look at you and laugh.
Are you okay?
There you go. Now you're making me feel good. All right, so now we're just trying to connect into the old drain field. When Lee shot it earlier, it was 11 inches from there to there. And we needed 10 inches to make this new arrangement work. So we should have plenty of fall. Should work out good. So we'll see how this goes.